reign as world champion after snake bites claimed the crown from this man, Michael van Gerwen, at Ali Pally, before going on to be the maestro at the Masters. Van Gerwen started to settle the score with a win over Wright on Thursday night at the Premier League when that darty party got underway. But after the bright lights and the big crowds comes the more serene setting of Players' Championship darts, where Van Gerwen is kicking off his campaign against Scott Mitchell, the former Lakeside finalist and the only non-tour card holder in today's field. More on that later. That's here on stream one with me, Chris Murphy. We'll also see the only female tour card holder in the field in her first match 100. As a PDC Pro, when Lisa Ashton rather aptly takes on Brendan Dolan, the history maker, 100. In her opener. That's all in a couple of games' time. There are, of course, as always, the choice of two matches throughout the exchanges here. Live from Barnsley Metrodome, Dan Dawson bringing you 100. The other game choices over on stream 2. We will play down to a winner here on this Saturday afternoon, where somebody will trouser £10,000. Michael van Gerwen, the number 1 seed, in a tough test against Scott Mitchell, filling in for Kyle Anderson, who's not yet back from Australia. Just playing today, Scott Mitchell. How's your luck drawing the world number 1 in the opening match?
99.
But he's taking it to him in the opening leg.
81.
And has 62 points here to break. Apologies, Mitchell did throw 60 first in his opening leg, but to take the first leg, couldn't do it though. And MVG will have the chance.
31.
Hasn't taken it. Double 1 for Scotty Dog.
Game shot.
And he lands double 1. There was a breaker throw. Our graphic was slightly wrong there.
81. $140. $81.
Apologies if you are witnessing a slight delay between the pictures of the darts landing on the board. We're just trying to thaw out the system after the winter. Any technical problems will be resolved ASAP.
$45.
Michael van Gerwen's a 140 followed by a maximum. Sees him on 181 after 6 darts thrown here.
135.
An excellent response to losing the first leg from Van Gerwen. Leaves 46 after 9 darts.
$100. Game shot.
And Michael van Gerwen out in 11 to break straight back.
$180.
Second max for the green machine. It didn't take him long to thaw out, did it? Scott Mitchell asking the question 55. By breaking in the first leg, but Van Gerwen firing an 11 darter in, and then the world number 1 firing off in 93. Leg 3 with a maximum. Still to come on this stream. in the first round. Gert Nenches takes on the Australian Damon Heta on his debut as a PDC
85.
professional, having earned himself a tour card, just like Lisa Ashton did, making history in Wigan last month, and she's up against the history maker Brendan Dolan
40.
in his third match here, before John Michael, the number one from Greece, takes on Holland's Jordi Meeuwiser. 4 matches in the first round here on stream 1, 4 over on stream 2, and then 2 from the second round on each board, before a selected match from each of the subsequent rounds, right down to the final. First of 30 events in the Players' Championship this season, and the first of 3 consecutive weekends of action. We're here in Barnsley today and tomorrow, and then over to Wigan for the next couple of weekends. Scott Mitchell just trying to do his sums.
45.
Did need a treble to leave a finish. Michael van Gerwen's on a simple one here. 16 leaves him double 16.
16.
And the fact that Mitchell couldn't manage to leave himself an outshot means that MVG can breathe easy after 2 missed darts at the outer ring.
100.
Just finding his feet with his new darts, having switched manufacturer
Game shot.
after the World Championship, famously Michael van Gerwen, who takes the lead for the first time in this match. Lost to Johnny Clayton at the Masters. Many started to wonder if it would take him a long time to
95.
settle in, to bed in the new errors, but Van Gerwen's performance against Peter Wright up in Aberdeen on Thursday suggested otherwise.
57.
And perhaps struck fear into the field. Scott Mitchell, the first man tasked with toppling MVG on the floor this year. Van Gerwen using these early tournaments as
99.
an opportunity to practice with the new sets. He gave a very insightful interview actually after that Premier League win,
134.
where he said he's playing fantastic with the darts in practice at home, but it's very, very different when you toe the hockey in professional tournaments, whether that be on stage or
41.
on the floor. Not doing too bad so far, Michael.
134.
.30 years old now, MVG. Playing a man 19 years his senior in Mitchell, the 2015 Lakeside World Champion.
89.
No record of a previous professional meeting between the pair.
123.
Van Gerwen well on course to be top dog over Scotty Dog in this maiden meeting.
$59.
13 leaves double top.
43.
Couldn't find the double 10 either. Again, apologies for the slight delay on the stream. We are working to resolve the technical issues and we'll get them sorted as soon as possible. Michael van Gerwen looking
38.
to get Scott Mitchell sorted out as soon as possible as he returns looking at double 5.
Game shot.
Manages to find the green bit with the last dart in hand. And that is a second break of throw from MVG, having surrendered his throw in the first leg of the match.
85. $45. 65.
Mitchell, who reached the semi-finals at the BDO Championship, losing out to Wayne Warren, the eventual winner, did attempt to earn a PDC Tour card at Q School, narrowly missed out. He's not playing tomorrow, has a prior
95.
engagement. But we'll be back next weekend. Kyle Anderson still in Australia, so a place up for grabs. Apart from that, a full quota
99.
of professional players in the field for the first couple of weekends of darting duels. We will see Rob Collins filling that final spot tomorrow. Scott Mitchell was enthusiastic about this tie with MVG. Said these are the days that you play darts for. He might not be so enthusiastic now, because even a misfire from Michael van Gerwen will not, or should not, affect the outcome of this leg. Was aiming for the 12, only managed to find the 5 segment, but teed up tops, tidied up.
Game shot.
And he is cleaning up here against Scott Mitchell. A 4-1 lead now for the dynamic Dutchman. Did wonder if the pace of Mitchell would affect Van Gerwen, but he's
140.
Dealt with just about every style in the game in his decade or so at the top.
174.
He is closing in on it. A decade literally at the top, Michael van Gerwen, if he manages to stay there for the next couple of years. Of course, 41. A reminder, if you do want to keep across the action from the boards that are not streamed across the 2 that we're showing here on PDC TV, you can do that at dartconnect.com.
139.
I can tell you that Steve Brown, a player of interest, the JDC founder and chairman, back on the Pro Tour, is 4-2 down currently against James Wade. Peter Wright 4-1 up
85.
against Niels Zonneveld. How about this? Dave Chisnell trailing 3-0 in his opener for 2020 against Canada's Jeff Smith.
58.
Adrian Lewis 4-0 up against Kai Fan Lung. Fat Beauty, as he's known.
$65.
Plenty of tasty ties in the opening round. More to come here as Van Gerwen
82.
looked to clean up the 130 combination, but Scott Mitchell has a chance to take out 170. Bullseye.
Game shot.
And he has taken it out. What a shot that is. What a way to announce himself in the PDC. Scott Mitchell, 170 checkout against the world number 1.
100. $100. $85.
Well, what a moment from Scott Mitchell, the 170 checkout. Will that just be a rare highlight in an opening defeat, or is there a way back for Scott Mitchell?
100.
A farmer away from the hockey, but indulged in a spot of fishing there.
180.
2 in the treble 20, 1 in the bull. Michael van Gerwen hits 3 in the treble 20 for the 3rd time in the match.
140.
Once again, apologies for the slight lag that we're experiencing with the darts entering the board.
96.
Have just had word that there will be a slight break in play as we look to sort that out after this match. So between this match and the one featuring Gerwen and Damon Heta, there might be a bit of a pause. But we will look to resolve this technical
65.
issue as soon as possible and get the stream back up and running.
Game shot.
Michael van Gerwen very much up and running here at Players Championship 1. One away from the win.
85. $180.
And wasting no time in trying to finish the job here, MVG. Maximum number 4 to kick off
140.
leg 8. A leg which he hopes will be the last.
134.
Just one result so far. A bit of a nightmare debut for Aaron Beanie, who secured his tour card. The rookie losing out 6-1 to Joe Cullen in his opener.
60.
MVG looking to set this up now.
171.
And has done expertly. Could seal the deal with a 10-dart leg. The 170, the shining moment from Scott Mitchell.
100.
But Michael van Gerwen,
No score.
well, I was about to say it, finishes the job, but Mitchell has one last chance to stay alive here. A rare crumb offered by the green machine. Mitchell
60.
unable to gobble it up, and surely now Michael van Gerwen will apply the finishing touch.
Game shot.
And he has. An MVG marches through